Good afternoon, welcome to Manik IAS. We will discuss MCQs of science and technology. India's Mars orbiter mission has completed 7 years in its orbit, well beyond its designed mission of life of 6 months. Consider the following statement with respect to Mars orbiter mission. It is the first interplanetary mission of ISRO. Yes, this is first interplanetary mission of ISRO. That means first mission to another planet, right? The primary objective of the mission was to search for signs of ancient life on the planet Earth. This is not the primary mission, right? So this is statement is wrong. Solely first statement is the right answer, right? Next. What is CRISPR-based genetic engineering technology? Can be used in which of the following areas? CRISPR-based genetic engineering technology means genes can be edited, right? The genes can be deleted, because in our genome system, certain areas, certain genome are responsible for various diseases. So if any particular genome is responsible for a particular disease, then we can cut that disease as well. So we can save a person from a particular disease. So it can be both it is applicable for prevention of a disease also, and there are various applications of genetic engineering. The technology that is called as CRISPR technology, which is the CRISPR technology. It is the CRISPR technology is the molecular seizure. It uses molecular seizure to cut down certain genes. That is called as CRISPR technology. It can be used in which of the following areas? Restrain population of mosquitoes in that infect humans. It is right. It can restrain the population of mosquitoes, right? Then enhancing crop production. Yes, by GM crops, by genetic engineering we can create GM crops, and by GM crops, the function of GM crops is it can create huge amount of production. For example, in case of BT cotton, after the production of BT cotton GM crops by genetic engineering, now 95% of the farmers they are cultivating BT cotton. So obviously, because that is the production is huge as compared to the traditional cotton. That's why it increases the crop production. Genetic engineering based technology, GM crops, they have also they are pest resistant, right? Pest resistant means the pest attack will be reduced in the GM crops. Next, improve the production of biofuels. Yes, biofuels like biodiesel, they can be created from the GM crops. At present we are trying to because government is trying ethanol blending. Government is trying to bring blend 20% of ethanol blending by 2023, right? We had a target of 2025 regarding ethanol blending, but that government preponed the target, that is to 2023. So by ethanol blending also, yes, from where you will produce these biofuels? From huge amount of food crop, right? Maybe food crops or maybe woods, all these things from woods, from food crops, biofuel can be created. So it can improve the production of biofuel. So this statement is also right. Then live imaging of DNA and RNA. So all the options are right. Sorry, live imaging is not right. This is wrong. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A is your right answer. Right. Genetic engineering, it only cuts the DNA. So 1, 2, 3 are the answer. Next. Consider the following statements. Vaccines of COVID-19 that are currently used are mainly infection preventing vaccines. No, they are not infection preventing. They will create immune system so that we can it will not be fatalistic for the human beings. So this is not infection preventing. Usually after taking vaccine also many people get infected. So first statement is wrong. What is a breakthrough infection? Breakthrough infection means after you have taken a vaccine, if you are suffering from infection, then that is called as breakthrough infection. It refers to SARS-CoV-2 virus that occurs either after the first dose or after the second dose of the vaccine. So that is called as breakthrough infection. It is not infection preventing, it is death preventing, right? So only two option, only is the right answer. Next, deep tech technology. What is this deep tech technology? That includes the following: advanced manufacturing, which is all that like your 3D printing. We have 3D printing. What is this advanced manufacturing? Example is 3D printing. 3D printing means that is one type of printer. For example, you just need to place the design, and after you place the design, use for example, in the same machine, like in the same printer machine, you are producing color printers, you are producing black and white printers. Similarly, in case of 3D printing, in case of Similarly, in case of 3D printing, you from the same machine you can produce different amount of goods, different types of goods. From the same machine you can produce plastic chair, from plastic table, plastic spoon, plastic duster, anything you can produce, right? You just have to input the design and that will produce, right? That is called as 3D printing. That is called as advanced manufacturing. And what is robotics? Robotics means advanced level of robotics by the application of artificial intelligence, right? Now robots, they can behave like human being, they can they can take part in decision making, they can learn themselves by process of machine learning. So they will completely behave like human being. They will have also the power to think. That is called as robotics. Okay. Next, blockchain technology. Blockchain technology is based on cryptocurrency. Blockchain technology is based on cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is based on blockchain technology. It is a new developed technology which is based on some blockchains. Blockchains means different blocks are like there, and one block is connected to another block like this, and this block is connected to another block like this. This block is connected to another block like this. If any block got hijacked, suppose this block got dysfunctional, just because it is linked to this, so this will be also dysfunctional. The whole chain will be dysfunctional, right? Cryptocurrency is based on blockchain technology, which is a advanced level of technology that is called as blockchain technology. And our cryptocurrency is based on that. So next is big data. Big data is the next advanced data processing structure, right? Data processing structure. So which of the following are deep technology? All of them are deep technology. Big data is essential because now we are consuming huge amount of data, right? Now we are consuming huge amount of data at present time. So data need to be processed in a proper manner. For example, if you search something in YouTube, out of million videos, whatever particular thing that you want, you get within very few seconds. So that is data processing. Out of huge amount of data, you are getting a particular data, that is called as data processing. So big data is the developed databases, developed level of databases. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. All are the part of deep technology. All are the part of deep tech, right? Deep technology. So all the options are right. Consider the following statements regarding Chapier mission. What is this Chapier mission? It is a series of Mars along missions that will recreate Mars life in habitats on Earth. Yes, it will series of Mars analog missions that will recreate Mars-like habitat on Earth, right? Mars-like habitat on Earth, right? They will create such an atmosphere like Mars, and there they will stay. They will make research, and they will try to exist there. it's a one type of experimental thing, so that we can go to Mars and make a station there to research, like our International Space Station. That is SUBJECTWISE mission, and it is not by Chinese Space Agency, it is by NASA, right? NASA has started SUBJECTWISE mission. So only is the answer, right? Okay. Arrange the decreasing order of installed capacity in the renewable energy in India. Obviously, first is solar energy. Solar energy is the highest. Solar energy is highest. Solar energy is highest as compared to your next will be wind energy. After solar energy, there will be wind energy. After wind energy, there will be yes. So this is your one. First will be 1, then wind 1 3, 1 3. So 2 4, 1 3 2 4. Same option is there. 1 2 3 4. 2 4 is the answer. Third is third is small hydro energy, and fourth is bioenergy. Solar energy, wind energy, small hydro energy, and fourth is bioenergy. This is the range of renewable energy in India. Recently, yes, St. Petersburg 13th summit, St. Petersburg climate summit. It occurred in Berlin. Remember, it occurred in Berlin, Germany. St. Petersburg climate summit. It occurred in Berlin, Germany. Right. Okay. India is aggressively pursuing its objective to achieve national determined commitment that India promised in the Glasgow Summit, Scotland, in COP26, Conference of Parties 26. Right. That is India to achieve net carbon neutrality by 2070 and to have 500 gigawatt of renewable energy by 2030, to reduce our intensity carbon emission by 45%. All these things India has promised in the Glasgow Summit, climate summit. Okay. Consider the following statements regarding Nipah virus infection. It has lower mortality rate and incubation period as compared to the coronavirus. Yes, this is right. It has ability to infect much wider variety of animals. No, this is not much wider variety of animals. This is wrong. It is a host reservoir for Nipah virus is similar to the host reservoir of Hendra virus. Yes, this is true. So 1 and 3 are the right answer. It is similar to Hendra virus, right? Its incubation period is from 5 to 14 days, whereas COVID-19 has more than 14 days. So 1 and 3 are right answer. It is similar to Hendra virus, that is Nipah virus. It's a zoonotic disease. Zoonotic disease means those diseases which came from animal to human being, right? They are called as zoonotic diseases. Firecrackers contain which of the following chemicals? Strontium, iron, potassium, barium, aluminum. All the chemicals are used in firecrackers. So, aluminum, barium, potassium, iron, and strontium. Consider the following statements regarding poliomyelitis, right? Polio, which can results into permanent disability. It is highly infectious viral disease which may affect young children. Yes, it mainly affects young children. The virus is transmitted from person to person and spread through contaminated water and food. Yes, it's also spread from contaminated water and food. Fecal matters, these are the why fecal matters also. It transmits from it transmitted from person to person, right? Polio disease can be cured with proper medication. No, this cannot be cured. It can be prevented by vaccine, right? It can be prevented by vaccine, but it cannot be cured by proper medication. Polio disease, it may cause permanent disability, dysfunctional of a particular muscles, right? And it is a yes, it can be transmitted from person to person by contaminated food and water. DNA profiling is used in which of the following areas? DNA profiling, criminal investigations, parentage testing. Criminal investigation, yes, we are taking the help of DNA fingerprints, we are taking the help of DNA fingerprints. Then parentage testing, yes, many political leaders they are gone through such type of testing, parentage testing. Genealogical research, study of animal and plant populations, yes, this can be also used by. So all the options are right regarding DNA profiling that can be studied, right? DNA profiling. Consider the following statements. Hydrogen exists only combined with the other elements and has to be extracted from naturally occurring compounds like water. Hydrogen can be extracted and has to be extracted from naturally occurring compounds like water. Yes, H2O, our green hydrogen, we have green hydrogen, right? Green hydrogen. How green hydrogen is created? Green hydrogen is created by division of H2O, water. Water gets divided into hydrogen and oxygen. That is called as green hydrogen. So it has to be extracted from naturally occurring compounds like water. Right, the hydrogen fuel must be transformed into electricity by a fuel cell before it can be used to power on a car or truck. Otherwise, how can you do that? You will make it a fuel cell, right? A fuel cell is essential. A fuel cell is essential to use the hydrogen fuel, right? Where it will be converted into kinetic energy, chemical energy, and finally in the car or truck, that chemical energy will be converted into electrical energy. Silicosis, it usually created because of dust. Silica dust, right? Silicosis is a part of pneumoconiosis family of diseases described by policy as occupational diseases. Yes, due to dust exposure. Occupational diseases like cement factory, asbestos factory, if somebody is working, then there is chances of occupational diseases like silicosis. So past statement are right. They are incurable because permanent disability and are totally preventable by available of control measures and technology. Rajasthan is the first state to notify silicosis as epidemic disease. Yes, so all the statements here are right. 1, 2, 3, all the statements are right. Next, malaria elimination. Malaria elimination certificate from WHO is awarded to a country when the chain of indigenous transmission of the disease has been disrupted nationwide for at least 3 consecutive months. Yes, disrupted nationwide at least 3. So this is right. Children aged 5 years of are most vulnerable to the group of malaria. Malaria is both preventable and curable. Yes, malaria can be curable. So all the statements are right regarding malaria. The application of NAVIC. What is this application of NAVIC? That is navigation with Indian constellation, which is also called as IRNSS. IRNSS means India's regional navigation satellite system. India's regional navigation satellite system. Regional navigation satellite system, that is called as NAVIC. It's very important. It's a long question also. It is very important. That is for navigation of India. It is indigenous system of India that provides and the navigation of whole Indian territory and also 15 kilometer radius, in 15 kilometer away from the Indian boundary, right? That is, it can give the navigation around 15 kilometer radius, in a 50 kilometer radius from the Indian territory. That is navigation. It has two systems, one is secret service and one is for public. Like we are using GPS, it will provide standard positioning service, SPS, standard positioning services, right? So we can, instead of GPS also we can use Navic. So for what system? It is terrestrial, aerial and marine navigation. Terrestrial, aerial and marine navigation also, that can be application of Navic. For example, we have a issue regarding for example, we have issue regarding the fisherman issues of Sri Lanka, right? Here Navic can also applied around 1400 street trawlers. Navic can be also applied, and that is terrestrial, aerial and marine navigation. Disaster management, yes, during disaster management also we can take the help of Navic, providing the exact location of disaster, all the information. So that can be also applied. Next, vehicle tracking and fleet management, geodetic data capture. It can also, fleet management, vehicle tracking, all these things can be done by Navic system. So all the 1, 2, 3, 4, all the options are correct regarding Navic. We have also another system, that is Gagan system. What is Gagan system? Gagan system is GPS aided geo augmented navigation. That is Gagan system. In Gagan system, it is used for navigation of, in case of civil aviation. In case of civil aviation, the navigation is provided by Gagan, right? So here all the options are right. Okay, what is Combrel line? What is this Combrel line? Combrel line is an internationally recognized boundary of space which lies around 100 kilometers above mean sea level. Yes, this is right. Combrel line, it is lies around 100 kilometers above mean sea level. International Space Station orbits the Combrel line. No. International Space Station, it orbits around 400 km to 500 km. Its International Space Station, it orbits in these areas. Recently, Russia has announced that it will take the support from International Space Station. There are countries like, for example, USA. It is International Space Station is built by USA, NASA. That is the NASA of USA, and Roscosmos of Russia, Roscosmos of Russia. Then your European Space Agency, Canadian Space Agency, and Japanese Space Agency or JAXA. And Canadian Space Agency. These are the organizations. Canadian Space Agency. These are the organizations that have created the International Space Station. It's a very big satellite that revolves in the low Earth orbit. Our low Earth orbit range is from 180 km to 2000 km, right? And this International Space Station, it rotates around 400 km to 500 km. Russia has declared that it will come out of International Space Station. Why? Because they have conflict with United States. And the job of Russia is to determine the path of this International Space Station. So and to clear the debris, the space debris. So if Russia will take its support, then there are chances that International Space Station will be broken down and will fall on, but it will not fall on Russia. It's a very large satellite, right? It has assembled, so satellites are assembled there. Consider the following statements regarding rare disease. Rare disease is any disease that affects a small percentage of population. Rare disease is not genetic in nature. Rare disease is characterized by widely diversity of symptoms that vary not only from disease to disease but also from patient to patient suffering from the same disease. No, this is wrong. This statement is wrong. Rare disease is not genetic in nature. No, that is rare. This is also wrong. Yes, it affects small portion of population, but they are hugely affected by it. It's a very severe and fatality rate is very high. They are rare diseases. Okay. ASTROSAT is a multi-institute collaborative project satellite to detect the movements of Earth surface. Scientific expedition to study sun. This is also wrong. It is not for asteroid Bennu. It is your Aditya L1. This is Aditya L1. So this is the only. This is not a space telescope, right? It is Aditya L1. So this is not the answer. So satellite to detect the movements of Earth surface, that is ASTROSAT, right? ASTROSAT is a multi-institute collaborative project satellite to detect the movements of Earth surface. A is the answer. Aditya L1 mission. It is Aditya L1 mission. It is launched by. It is the indigenous mission that will be launched in 2023. Remember, Aditya L1 mission will be launched in 2023 first half. The purpose is to study solar corona. Solar corona will be studied. To study solar corona, Aditya L1 mission is launched. Solar corona. Aditya L1, it will be placed in L1, that is Lagrange point 1. Lagrange point 1. Lagrange point means those point at which the total gravitational field, the total gravitational force of sun and earth will be 0. Suppose this is sun and this is earth, right? Gravitational force, sun will attract towards sun and earth will attract toward in this direction. So at a particular point, the total gravitational force will be 0, right? That is called as Lagrange point. That is called as L1. So this is Aditya L1. This is Lagrange point 1. Recently, the James Webb telescope that is placed in Lagrange point 2. James Webb telescope, which has replaced the Hubble's telescope, that is also called as infrared telescope, right? James Webb telescope is also called as infrared telescope, which has replaced Hubble telescope. That is placed in Lagrange point 2, right? Okay. Next, what is your Gaganyaan? Gaganyaan is the first manned mission, right? First manned mission to sun, first manned mission to space. It is India's first manned mission to space, having an expenditure of 10,000 crore, and three crew members will go to low Earth orbit around 400 to 500 kilometer. They will visit for around 6 to 7 days. That is Gaganyaan. It will be launched in 2023. Next, consider the following statements. Mutations of viruses are a natural part of evolution. Yes, this is right. Mutations in viruses are natural part of evolution. Gradually there will be mutation. Every virus will undergo mutations. Mutations as it will enter different human being, there will be mutations with the different structures. Okay. Next, a variant of virus is created by a combination of mutations. Yes, one variant is A virus is a combination of mutations because many times they undergoes new mutations. Each time they interact with new bodies, many times they undergo mutation. So it is a natural process. So both the statements are correct regarding the mutations. But irrespective of that mutations, for example, now the vaccines, COVID-19 vaccines, they are applicable for irrespective of the number of mutations that a particular virus undergoes. NISAR. What is regarding NISAR satellite? It is a Earth observation satellite. Right? NISAR is a Earth observation satellite that is both built by NASA and ISRO. Right? NISAR will be used to measure Earth's changing ecosystem and ice masses. Yes, it can observe the ice changing ecosystem, ice masses, because this is a Earth observation satellite. Provide information about sea level rise and groundwater. Yes. Detect movements of the Earth surface. Yes. So it is Earth observation satellite. It can perform all these actions. It can also take the clear picture. It can also take the clear picture of Earth surface even during the cloudy nights or rainy nights. Right? Even during dark nights, it can take the clear picture of Earth surface. That is NISAR satellite. The speciality of NISAR satellite is that it is built by both NASA and ISRO. Both NASA and ISRO has built it. That is NASA-ISRO synthetic aperture radar. NASA-ISRO synthetic aperture radar. NASA-ISRO synthetic aperture radar, that is synthetic aperture radar, that is NISAR satellite. Right. So it's an Earth observation satellite built by both NASA and ISRO. It will be launched in 2023. It will be launched in 2023, first half. Okay. Aluminum air batteries utilize oxygen in the air to produce electricity. It is cost effective and more energy dense alternative to lithium ion batteries. Cost effective, more energy dense. The time taken to recharge aluminum air batteries is less as compared to iron batteries. All the statements are right regarding aluminum air batteries. Right. Next, consider the following statements regarding dengue. Mosquitoes that transmit dengue are also vectors of chikungunya and Zika virus. Yes, the symptoms of dengue are similar to the measles. The mosquitoes that cause dengue and chikungunya do not breed in clear water. Though this is wrong. They breed in clear water. Right? Mosquitoes and dengue, mosquitoes and chikungunya, usually they breed in clear water. The breed in clear, so this is right. And mosquitoes also vectors of chikungunya and Zika virus. Yes, so 1 and 3 options will be right. They are transmit dengue are also vectors of chikungunya and Zika virus, and they breed in clear water. So 1 and 3 options are right. Next, consider the following statements. Hydrogen is pure from abundant elements on the Earth's surface. Hydrogen in its pure form is most abundant element in the Earth's surface. Yes, it is huge amount of present. Hence, hydrogen has higher energy density that of the diesel, makes rich source of energy. Yes, now government is trying to extract the blue hydrogen, green hydrogen, right? All type of the hydrogen energy is used. Hydrogen energy is also used in cryogenic engine. Remember, in case of cryogenic engine also, hydrogen is also used. Cryogenic engine is used in your GSLV, geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle, geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle, geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle. GSLV, this hydrogen fuel is also used. Liquid hydrogen, especially liquid hydrogen is used in the GSLV, and this hydrogen is liquefied at the temperature of minus 250 degrees Celsius. Hydrogen is liquefied, That's why it is used in the GSLV, that is geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle, right? Which because it can provide higher thrust. GSLV, it is the now most powerful launch vehicle of India. All the satellites that will launch to geosynchronous orbit, that is at 36,000 km. Geosynchronous orbit, we have geosynchronous orbit at 36,000 km. For to the 36,000 km, GSLV, we use GSLV to launch satellites, especially the Earth observation satellites. In geosynchronous orbit, generally we place generally we place communication satellites, right? Okay. Next. Pink hydrogen is no. This is not from natural gas. This is wrong. That is gray hydrogen is produced by electrolysis. No, this produced what using energy from nuclear power sources. Black hydrogen produced by fossil fuel. One is right, two is wrong. So gray hydrogen, it is produced through electrolysis. Yes, this is green hydrogen, but using energy from the nuclear sources. Yes, 1 and 3 are the right answer. Right. Green hydrogen. What is green hydrogen? Green hydrogen is from when hydrogen is produced from H2O by breakdown of H2O, then that is called as green hydrogen. H2O, that is called as green hydrogen. Hydrogen is produced from electrolysis of water. Consider the following statements regarding neglected tropical diseases, the NTDs. They are infections that are common among marginalized communities of developing regions of Africa and Asia. Yes, among the marginalized communities of Africa and Asia, this is right. They are caused by a variety of pathogens such as viruses, bacteria, protozoa and parasiticum, worms, tuberculosis, AIDS, malaria are some of the prominent neglected tropical diseases. Yes, all those statements are right here. They are neglected tropical diseases are primarily found in the developing regions of Asia and Africa. Which of the following are the application of gold nanoparticles? Gold nanoparticles application recently seen in the news. Detection of diagnosis of diseases. Yes, bio-labeling, targeted drug delivery, electronics manufacturing. Everywhere nanotechnology can be used. So all the statements are right regarding the gold nanoparticles. Bio-labeling, detection of diagnosis of diseases, especially in the cancer diseases. Targeted drug delivery is the greatest application of nanotechnology. And electronic manufacturing. Yes, in manufacturing also nanotechnology can be significantly used. So all the statements are right here. Consider the statements regarding lead content in the human body. It is stored in teeth, bones, whereas accumulates over time. Young children are most vulnerable to lead exposure because they can absorb it through the more than adults. WHO has identified lead as one of the chemicals major public health concerns. Right, this is also right. Most vulnerable lead to young children are stored in the, yes, all the statements are right. The lead. Water is the most abundant compound of hydrogen on earth. This is right. Hydrogen is the lightest and fast element in the periodic table. It's not the lightest. Because of its highly combustible property, hydrogen is a fuel can be used only in internal combustion engines, not in the spacecraft propulsion. This is wrong. Because it is already used in GSLV. That is GSLV, that is in geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle. So 2 and 3. 2 option and 3 is wrong. So this water is the most, yes, water is the most abundant compound of hydrogen. It is right. Hydrogen is the light and fast element in the periodic level. Always, yes, this is right. So lightest means its molecular weight is the less because it is 1. So 1 and 2 both the options are right. For hydrogen, molecular weight is 1 and atomic number as it, so atomic number is 1. So it is the lightest and fast element in the periodic table. It is used in GSLV, in cryogenic engine, in the third stage. That's why it can be used in spacecraft propulsion. It can provide maximum thrust. Consider the following statements regarding anthrax. The bacteria that causes anthrax is live environment like soil only for a short time. Animals like cattle, sheep, goats are most infected by anthrax than humans. Usually it doesn't spread directly from one infected animal to person to another. This is wrong. Third is wrong. And animals like cattle are more infected by anthrax than humans. It is also right. And bacteria that causes anthrax can live in environment like soil only for a short time. No, this can stay for a long time. So 2 only is the answer. 2 only is the answer. Next. Which of the following diseases can be caused through biological warfare? Biological warfare, yes. Anthrax can be caused biological warfare. Warfare means if you are projecting certain viruses to a particular country or certain bacteria to another country, right? So that they will be infected. So viral hemorrhagic fever, this can cause smallpox, can also botulism. So all the options are right regarding biological warfare, right? This can also be reason of biological warfare. Pneumonia. Pneumonia is a lungs infection. It is a lungs infection that affects air sacs or alveoli. Yes, it is a lungs infection that is primarily caused after the COVID. Pneumonia is caused by bacteria, viruses, and fungi. Second statement is wrong. It can be caused by viruses. Children and the elderly of 65 years are more vulnerable. Yes. Pneumonia is preventable, not curable. No, this is wrong. So, 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4 options are right. Yes, sorry, this is 1 and 3. Our option is not there. Pneumonia is a lungs infection and it is vulnerable for the older people and younger people. Okay, there is a little bit mismatch in the options. Next, microwaves. What are the following regarding microwaves? They fall between infrared radiation and radio waves in the electromagnetic spectrum. Yes. Glass and plastic materials reflect microwaves. Yes, they reflect microwaves. Microwaves of certain frequencies are absorbed by water. All the statements are right regarding microwaves. We usually use microwaves in case of telecommunication, right? We use microwaves in case of telecommunication. Okay. And consider the following statements regarding Nipah virus. Fruit bats are the natural host of Nipah virus. This is right. Fruit bats are the natural hosts of Nipah virus. Nipah virus can be transmitted from human to animals, humans from animals, and there is no direct. This is wrong. Nipah virus can be transmitted from directly human to human, right? Usually they are transmitted from the fruit bats. Usually they are transmitted from fruit bats. They can directly transmit from human to human transmission. In infected people, it causes acute respiratory illness and fatal encephalitis. So 1 and 3, it can cause acute respiratory illness and fatal encephalitis. So this 1 and 3 options are right regarding Nipah virus, which is a zoonotic disease. That means the disease is transmitted from animal to human being. There is no specific treatment available for Nipah virus infection. Only symptomatic treatment provided like COVID-19. Yes, this is right. Because there are viral infections and there is never particular treatment for these viral infections like Nipah virus. The mortality rate is almost similar to both Nipah virus and COVID-19 infection. COVID-19 infections will be more, so obviously one option will be right. Option A will be right. Consider the following statements. Some of the major sources present are polymetallic nodules, cobalt-rich manganese crust, hydrothermal deposits in the hydrates. Yes, these are the major resources in the ocean floor. Among the resources, only polymetallic nodules are found in India's exclusive zone. No, this is not. Others are also present. So this is not the answer. So only answer is the present, right? But majority of polymetallic nodules are present in Indian Ocean, which we can explore for different minerals. So one only is the answer. Question is missed. Okay. Prevalence of vitamin D deficiency can be due to sun-freeing behavior of individuals, those people who stay away from So one only is the answer. Next. Cyber physical systems. Cyber physical system CPS have application in which of the following areas? Cyber physical system means yes, that is personalized healthcare. Yes, a huge database can be created for a large section of society, and personalized healthcare cyber physical system can be used. Electric power generation and delivery. Yes, smart meter can be used. Smart meter can be used in case of electric power systems, right? Agriculture, we can use cyber physical system by in precision farming. In case of precision farming, cyber physical systems can be used. Consumer appliances, yes, in various consumer appliances, cyber physical system can be used. So all the statements are right regarding cyber physical systems. Next, consider the following statements regarding dark energy. What is dark energy? Dark energy as those part of universe that is yes, dark energy, mysterious form of energy that make up less than 1% of the universe. No, this is not less than. Around 99% of our universe is dark energy. That means which is not explored. Those part of universe is not explored. That is consist of dark energy. While dark matter attracts and hold galaxies together, dark energy repels and causes expansion of our universe. Yes, this is right. Dark energy causes expansion of our universe. So universe. So 2 only is the answer. Dark energy, dark matter are those areas and of energy and matter which is not explored by human science. Consider the following statements in Akash Prime missile. It is a new version of Akash surface to air missile. Yes, Akash is a surface to air missile. It is equipped with indigenous active radio frequency RF seeker, improved accuracy. Yes, this is right. It can function under low temperature environment and high altitudes. All the options are right regarding Akash Prime missiles. Akash, we have that is, it is created Akash missile. These all type of missiles are created under IGMDP, that is Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. IGM, Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. It is developed during the period of, it is a brainchild of APJ Abdul Kalam. APJ Abdul Kalam, he has envisaged about Integrated Guided Missile Development Program, right? In that 5 type of missile is created. For example, your Agni and Prithvi. Agni and Prithvi are surface to surface missile, right? Then Trishul and Akals. Trishul is surface to air. Trishul missile, it is surface to air missile. And Akash missile. Akash missile is also surface to air missile. Surface to air missile, that is Akash missile. Air missile, that is Akash missile. And there is anti-tank ballistic missile, that is Nag. So Agni, Prithvi, Trishul, Akash, these are created under Integrated Guided Missile Development Program, right? What is this polar satellite launch vehicle and geostationary satellite launch vehicle? GSLV was developed to launch low Earth orbit satellites into polar and sun synchronous orbit. GSLV was developed to launch low Earth orbit satellites, LEO, into polar and sun synchronous orbit. It is wrong. GSLV used for, here it is PSLV. PSLV was developed to launch low Earth orbit satellites into polar and sun synchronous orbit, that is to your low Earth orbit means up to height 400 km or 500 km we can use low Earth orbit satellite. Then PSLV was developed to launch heavier insert class of geosynchronous satellite orbits. No, this is wrong. This is GSLV. GSLV. PSLV, it is polar satellite launch vehicle within low Earth orbit, that is from 400 to 500 km. See, PSLV has 4 level of SLV, SL, that is solid, liquid and solid liquid. These are the energy levels of PSLV. And PSLV was developed to launch heavier insert class geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle. Yes, it is GSLV, right? Communication satellites are generally used by GSLV, that is geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle, that it has high power. It can take 36,790 km. GSLV can take a weight of around, GSLV Mk3, its Mk3 variant can take up to 8,000 kg. It can take 8,000 kg to low Earth orbit, and it can take 4,000 kg to sun, that is geosynchronous orbit, that is PSLV. It is very powerful. GSLV is very powerful and PSLV is for low Earth orbit. So both statements are, just revert both the statements. So neither one nor 2 options are correct regarding PSLV and GSLV. What is AAS computing? AAS computing means localized computing. At present, for example, our data is stored in United States, in Singapore, and in European nations. So we can store our data, that is data localization, that is called a data localization. AAS computing that creates data localization. Data localization means data will be stored within India, not in the outside India, right? So that is this, in case of edge computing, data is stored locally rather than the centralized data system. Rather than centralized data system, there will be decentralized data system, that is in the edge computing. It involves placing computational power closer to the user in the network. Yes, it's computer power closer to the user in the network. So the data and computational power that will be nearer to the person who is using to the computing. It has high applicability in the Internet of Things based applications. Yes, Internet of Things based application, because this is more secure, which will require processing of the data in less time. As the data is not processed from a bulk amount of data, that's why it is data speed is more in case of edge computing, and also it is suitable for big data analysis. Yes, it is highly suitable for big data analytics. Edge computing, because it is a developed level of computing system. Edge computing is a developed level of computing system. So all the statements are right regarding edge computing. That is localized computing or decentralized computing, and another in news that is computing is quantum computing, right? Quantum computing. That was also in news. Quantum computing. Quantum computing is a high-level computing system, right? Even more than the edge computing system, which is much more powerful than the supercomputer. Even if it is much more powerful than the supercomputer. With reference to various computing environments and their applications, which of the following pairs are correctly matched? Cloud computing, building data sets for AI based applications, cloud computing or edge computing, municipal solid waste management, fog computing, autonomous vehicles. This is wrong. Cloud computing, building AI based applications, edge computing, municipal solid waste management. Yes, it can happen with respect to various computing and their applications. Which of the following are correctly matched? Edge computing is especially it is localized. It is localized computing, decentralized computing method, localized computing method. So only one option will be the right answer. Localized computing method will be the edge computing. Decentralized computing method is the edge computing. While still in their infancy, how DNA computers are better than a conventional silicon-based computer? DNA computer will be capable of storing billions of times more data than a conventional computer. Billions of times more data than a conventional computer, that is DNA computer. Yes, because our DNA has a huge memory. Indian genome that can have a huge memory system, memory capacity as compared to the normal memories, normal information that is available in the internet. Indian memory, it has more Indian memory system, it has more power as compared to our memory has more power as compared to any type of memory, that is electronic memory that we are using, right? So it is more capable of storing billions of times. DNA computer will have a very powerful computational power than the conventional power. It is a very powerful computer. Yes, it has very powerful computational power. DNA computer. DNA computer will be many times smaller than the conventional computer. Obviously, it will be many times smaller. So all the three options will be right regarding DNA computers. Then consider the following statements regarding the deficiency of vitamin D. Vitamin D deficiency, yes, it is often associated with rickets. Yes, vitamin D rickets will be result into rickets. It leads to softening of bones, resulting into skeletal deformities. Yes, skeletal deformities will occur because of lack of vitamin D. In the absence of vitamin D, skeletal muscle will be starved of energy, decreasing muscle mass. All the statements are right regarding the vitamin D deficiency that can be caused by that will caused by associated with rickets. Okay, so the lecture ends here, and like this video, share this video, subscribe to IAS. Thank you.